What is it with Latin and all these words that look the same or sound the same? Quis, quid, ubi, ibi. Is there no end to it? Why is it so complicated? Possibly that's one of the reasons you enjoy Latin. And that's why you're here, to test yourself, to see if you can work out all the differences. Let's give it a go. So welcome to this edition of Lockdown Learning with me, Paul Holland. We are going to dive straight into a list of words that you probably know really well but often get confused. So this particular session is going to take the form of a simple, straightforward quiz. You are going to see a list of pairs of words. I am pretty sure you'll see the words, you'll recognize them, you'll probably know what they are. Pen and paper at the ready so you can decide which one means which things, and here they come. Some of these might seem a bit obvious at first, and they will get increasingly more difficult. Hasta and Sagitta. Hasta and Sagitta. You know that they're weapons of some sort. Which one is which? Puella, femina. Again, most of you will probably know this immediately, but some of you still get them slightly mixed up. Here's the next one, puella. Dominus and magister. Here's an old favourite for you, tandem and tamen. Ubi, ibi. Quis and quid. These are both question words. What do they mean? Duco and dico. Duco and dico. And both of them have past tenses that look quite similar. The perfect tense is duxi and Dixie. What's the difference? Now, these next three, miser, misi, miserunt, actually they're only two words, if that gives a clue for you. They're only two words. The bottom two are both from the same verb, aren't they? Absum, adsum. This next pair always catches people out. Maneo and moneo. Maneo and moneo. And these two, cupio and capio. Cupio, capio. Statim, stat. Wocat or woco and clamat or clamo. Obviously both verbs. Diu and dea. Diu and dea. Ab ex. Habeo, habito. Forte, fortis. Novus and novem. And just a couple of extra words for you, which often catch people out, not particularly in a pair. Festino, festino, and de. What does de mean? That's all of them. Let's go through some answers, shall we? And see what we've got. Okay, so here's your first pair, hasta and sagitta. Hasta's the spear, Sagitta's the arrow. Okay, if that helps you to remember by thinking of Sagittarius. Sagittarius is always carrying a bow and arrow, so he's the archer, Sagittarius. And the next pair, puella and femina. Femina is the woman, puella is the girl. And so the next pair, puer and puella, sometimes people get them mixed up. The puer is the boy. Here's an ER, second declension noun, boy, but you don't drop the E for this, not like magister. And that's the next one, isn't it? Dominus and a magister. One means master, one means teacher, and it's this way round. There you go. And then a favourite is tandem and tamen. So tandem is at last, or finally, or eventually. And tamen is however, which normally begins the sentence in English, however, comma, whereas in Latin it's almost always the second word, okay? And the next two, ubi and ibi. Ubi means where, if it's a question, or when. And ibi means there, and it's not a question. Quis and quid. Quis is who, quid is what. Duco and dico. Duco means I lead, to abduct, to lead away, abduct. So to lead, and dico is to say, I say, or I tell. The only way I can really recommend you to think of this is the French dire, very similar words in Spanish and Italian as well, dicere in Italian. So the next three go together. Now, the next three are two words only. Misère means miserable or wretched or sad, but it looks very similar, doesn't it, to misi, which is actually the past tense, the perfect tense of mitto, which means send. So misi means I sent, and miserunt means they sent, or they have sent. Absum, adsum, which way round is which? Ab means away from, so that means I'm not here, and adsum is towards, so means I am here. Then we've got moneo and maneo. These two often catch people out. This one is I warn, like an admonition in English, and maneo means I stay or I remain. Listen to that second syllable in I remain. That means that it comes from maneo. Cupio, capio. Cupio means I wish. Capio means I capture or I seize. Statim and stat. Statim, immediately. It's an adverb, it's not a verb, it just sits on its own, and it just means immediately. Stat means he or she stands. So it comes from the verb sto, stas, stat, stamus, statis, stand. Voco and clamo, one means I call, one means I shout. Think of the word exclamation. And when you use your vocal cords, you're calling out to somebody with your vocal cords, calling. Dio and dea, for a long time, and a goddess. Ab, often shortened to ar, and ex, often shortened to e. One means away from, and one means out of. Quite similar in meaning. The next two will almost always catch somebody out. Habeo and habito. Watch out. Habeo means I have. Habito means I live, like the French. J'habite. And then forte and fortis. This one means by chance, and this one means brave.
Novum is new, and novem is 9.
And I threw a couple of little ones in at the end for you. Festino means I hurry, nothing to do with a festival. That's what a lot of people think. And de means down from. For example, she looks down from the wall. De muro spectat. But it can also mean, now this is where it catches people out, it can also mean about, okay, concerning or about. She was thinking about the boy, okay? De puero. So it's a preposition, it needs the ablative after it, and it means about, okay? Good, there we are. That's the list of words which you will often get confused with at this level. Believe me, there's plenty more when you get onto the GCSE Latin course. But even at GCSE, some pupils will probably be coming back to these words that you've just looked at now and will need to refresh themselves as to what the meanings are. Don't forget to subscribe, and don't forget to click on some of the other useful sessions that I've put into the different playlists. And if you're doing GCSE, you will find also a more advanced version of this particular video. Good luck and see you soon. Thank you. Bye-bye.